Welcome to Lessons with Wesley. If this found you, it was meant to. Take a moment to pause, reflect, and breathe. You're entering a sacred space of tarot, of oracle, meditations, ogham, and soul-centered wisdom. There are no coincidences here, only invitations. Lessons with Wesley.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Lessons with Wesley. This is episode 34. Where were we? Where are we? Where are we headed? I hope you are doing great on this Monday morning. As I was getting ready to decide, before I started recording the episode, I said, you know what? I'm going to do a 3-card pull. And I said, this 3-card pull is going to stand for us, meaning just the world as a collective, where we are right now. And so I knew I was going to use the Celtic Dragon Tarot deck. Now that's my to-go-to. I love it. That's the one. That's by DJ Conway and Lisa Hunt. So I said I'm going to do a 3-card pull. The left one's going to stand for the past, yesterday, where were we, as a collective, like nation, world, human race. The middle card, of course, stands for where are we right now, in the present, in the moment. And then the right card stands for the future. Where are we headed? Where do we need to go? What do we need to do tomorrow? So that was my intent behind it. So that was my intent. And it's very, very awesome. Very cool. I can't wait to share it with you. But as we start to set our intentions in just a few seconds, before I share what it is, you might want to think about it as something else and see what pops in. So for you, you might have the same intentions, but not as just my intentions as us as a whole. So see what you get. If you want to just enjoy the episode, just set those intentions with me. Reach into that quantum, baby. Reach into that quantum. We can do it. Even though I was doing it, obviously, the day before, Sunday evening. Y'all hear the frogs in the background? I hear them. Man, after all that crazy rain, we got like 4 inches of rain. All that rain we had, man, them frogs are loving it. But anyway, so those were my intentions. And I said, you know what? I'm going to tap into the people who are going to be listening to this tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, whatever. It works. So those were mine. Do it with me or set your own intentions. All right. You ready? Okay. Here we go. Okay, folks. Wherever you are, take a few breaths. Breathe in for 4. You can hold it for 4 and breathe out for 4. If you're outside, walk around barefoot. Grab a rock. If you're like me and you carry certain stones and crystals and gems in your pockets, grab some of those. Set those intentions. Okay. Here we go, y'all. The left card, past, present. That was the 4 of Wands. And that stands for happiness and rest. Success. It speaks of your past endeavors being well earned. Rest from cares. Was there an old love maybe that you've been thinking about in the past? Have you had some recent or past successes and it's time to celebrate? Or did you celebrate? Did you have a recent party or get together? And I love this part. So as a collective, this can symbolize a time as a nation, as the world, where we believe that we were at a certain level of security. We're done. We're complete. Everything seems stable. Systems are stable. Communities have gathered. We've made our progress. But sometimes, though, this past, this comfort that we like to get into, could be we're becoming complacent. So, do we need to wake up? The Four of Wands can ask, did we celebrate too early? Did we assume the foundation was stronger than it really was? Were we resting while deeper changes were already forming? Okay, the middle card, present, today, where we are as a whole, or whatever your intention is. This is the inverted King of Cups. Now, cups, that's water, emotions flowing. It stands for emotional events, and good Lord, I'm not getting political, but yes. I mean, we're in an emotional roller coaster right now, folks, between politics and wars and just everything going on. Just, woo. We like the cups, like that water, we're experiencing the ups and downs. It could also mean maybe right now, today, or recently, or coming up soon. Maybe you've got a journey coming up, a trip that might be over water, an international trip. It also speaks of gaining mastery of your feelings, your beliefs, looking inward, your inner soul, and that's going to come up in a little bit with the future card. But the inverted, now that's the regular, but the inverted King of Cups, it talks about finding a balance between the masculine and the feminine. It talks about maybe taking a necessary risk for this important dream or desire. Maybe in your workplace, dealing with emotional outbursts. And when it comes to spirituality, this is the part I love, how it ties into the past and the future card. The inverted talks about looking inward for your own power, not outside for someone else. And I love that. I love how it just talks about look inward. And the reverse king, talking about that collective. Yeah, as a collective all around the world, a lot of us are experiencing emotional turbulence. So people everywhere, waves, ups and downs, uncertainty, anger, joy, awakening, questioning authority, and questioning these belief systems. I mean, I said things might need to crumble before they get better. And the card on the right stands for future, tomorrow, where are we going, where are we headed, where do we need to be headed? Well, that was the major arcana card, and that is 8, which stands for strength. If that's not spot on, I mean, I don't know what is. Good grief. So it talks about courage and inner strength. Strength is not brute force. It can mean a quiet courage. And I just love how these cards have just, all three have just worked with one another. And it just ties in so perfectly with the past card, Four of Wands, about looking inward, realizing we might need to wake up. And then tying into the present card for looking inward, finding your true self, your true power. And it talks about having the courage to follow your intuition, your inner strength. I'm afraid we might have some rough times ahead, folks. Like I just said, might be time for some old systems to start crumbling down and find a new way of doing things. Pull up them bootstraps and have the courage to make it through no matter what is headed our way. And as a collective, we got to find that courage without aggression. Find that resilience without being cruel. Find that power guided, but that power that's guided by compassion. So that was, I love it. I just absolutely love it, folks. All right. Well, if y'all enjoyed this episode, I hope you did. Just give it a 5-star. Just click that link there. Just share it with just paste that link. Share it with your friends, family. Heck, go to my Facebook page and copy the link and share it on yours. That's Lessons with Wesley. Okay, folks. So I'm going to end with this. The past reminds us of the foundations we built. The present shows us the emotions rising as we question those foundations. And the future calls us to courage, Because real strength doesn't come from controlling the world. It comes from mastering ourselves.